It's not a conflict of interest.
No distance. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his third season now, it's Joe Burrow.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sucked them last week resolves itself this time around.
Dancing away at the 30. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 19 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 40 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career. And maybe more importantly, a first down.
On 2.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Javonte Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll try and run here with Swift. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Wentz now on first down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And now, as with every
under review.
fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
On play action, Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Quick slant complete to Howard. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set at 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got him the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Wentz now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Wentz. And Jones has it over the middle. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No surprise here, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a big mismatch in that area.
So amazing 17-play drive. Each team's had it And each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really...
Telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had a touchdown answer by double-digit plays, and they also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
11 mighty. Williams going to get it again on second down, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down and 8. Burrow will throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then it curls back inside for the completion.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Here we go.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. The quick slant caught. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal. Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kahale Waring. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. could potentially tie this game up. Throwing on first is Wentz. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Now Wentz throwing on second down. That's caught by Howard. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Wentz. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Wentz again. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Now Wentz. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on second and 10. Wentz. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you it's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz going right back to Wilson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will do it for this first half. So we well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Wentz. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He completes it to Wilson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wentz going to throw. That's complete to Tony. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now to it's a zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On play action, Wentz. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he gets...
Touchdown, Saints! O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
From the 27, Burrow. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this up to the 34. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Burrow. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Again, it's Burrow. This one middle of the field. It's wearing the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard after the 49.
But when you get from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Burrow now off the bootleg. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Saints to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
Wentz now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time, umbrella for a solid gain.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. On the move past the 40. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time. And what's going to wind up being the final play. Back now here live in New Orleans. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Back to the running game with Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And he is going to have the Saints first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
Go.
Here's Wentz to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Swift, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to build on in their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me to that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a half percent or something. It's just 2 scores. The way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there complete to Myers. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow, that's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Here's Burrow. That's caught by Myers. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. To throw, Burrow. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now Burrow. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. 9 plays in all. So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Caught by Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Wentz to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football in the passing game. Here we are in the fourth quarter. The time you think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
To throw is Wentz. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these